Dear students, we can discuss the objective questions. Before that, students, please go through the YouTube videos, especially the subtraction of vectors and rectangular splitting. Then only you can go with these questions so easily. So the first question, the question is, which of the following is a vector quantity? We have to sense it with the choices as pressure, surface tension, time, and the fourth choice as force. So here the force means the normal force acting per unit area. The surface tension means the force per unit length. And these three terms got directions, but it does not obey the vector algebra, and hence they are treated as scalars. So the answer becomes the fourth choice, force. And the second question, identify the axial vectors. The axial vectors. The choice is displacement, to work, 3 torque, for the linear moment. We know the differences between polar vectors and axial vectors. The vectors acting along the direction of motion of a body are called polar vectors. And hence we can quote the examples as displacement, velocity, acceleration, momentum, force, etc. are polar vectors. Especially we can say they are all in linear motion. But the axial vectors means that vectors acting along the axis of rotation. That means especially in the circular motion, like angular displacement theta, angular velocity omega, angular acceleration alpha, angular momentum L, the torque tau are got the direction along the axis of rotation, and hence the name as axial vectors. So hence we can take the answer as the third choice. So 3 is the answer, the torque is the answer. But keep in mind, the displacement is a polar vector, linear moment is a polar vector, but work is a scalar quantity. We can move it to the next question, number 3. See the third question. Minimum number of non-coplanar vectors whose sum can be 0, with the choices as 1, 2, 3, as 4. ഇപ്പോൾ അവിടെ നമ്മുടെ പറഞ്ഞ കാര്യങ്ങളൊന്ന് വളരെ വ്യക്തതയോടെ ഓർക്കണം. ഇപ്പോൾ ഒരു 5 ന്യൂട്ടൺ ഫോഴ്സും ഈക്വലും ഓപ്പോസിറ്റും ആയിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ the resultant is 0. So the minimum number become 2 if they equal magnitude ആണെങ്കിൽ, but they are in a single plane. പക്ഷെ ഡിഫറൻറ്റ് മാഗ്നിറ്റ്യൂഡ് ആണെങ്കിൽ എന്താണ് കണ്ടീഷൻ എന്ന് നമുക്ക് ചെക്ക് ചെയ്യാം. എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഇഫ് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് 10 ന്യൂട്ടൺ, if it is 15 Newton, we know the resultant never becomes 0. It becomes 0 only when another force is along this one with a magnitude of 5 Newton. So, different magnitude ആണെങ്കിൽ 3 number it is needed to resultant become 0. അങ്ങനെയാണെങ്കിൽ ഡിഫറൻറ്റ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഈക്വൽ മാഗ്നിറ്റ്യൂഡ് ബട്ട് നോൺ കോപ്ലനാർ ആയിരുന്നാൽ എന്തായിരിക്കും സിറ്റുവേഷൻ? സോ എൻ്റയർലി ഡിഫറെൻറ്റ് കൺസെപ്റ്റാണ് അവിടെ നമുക്ക് വേണ്ടത്. അപ്പോൾ 3, സപ്പോസ് മിനിമം 3 ഈസ് നീഡഡ്, വി ക്യാൻ തിങ്ക് സോ. സോ അറ്റ് ഫസ്റ്റ് വൺ we can just find the resultant by using, so this is 1 and 2 and 3 vectors. The resultant between 1 and 2 we know by using the parallelogram law, we know it is nothing but to say fourth one. So there are 2 vectors as 4 and 3. The 3 got the direction like this one, vertically upward. So if we just take the resultant between 3 and 4, again one vector we get. That value is not 0. In order to get 0, we should need another vector in opposite direction to the last one. So we can easily say minimum 4 is needed to resultant become 0 for the case of non-coplanar vectors. So carefully go through the cases. And next question, number 4. The position coordinate of a body 2, -1, 5, the position vector is. So we know if the coordinate is x, y, z, the position vector we can express it as with the unit vectors xi plus yj plus zk. So here the x coordinate is what? 2. So 2i ys minus 1 into j plus z as 5k. So that is the position coordinate. 2i minus j plus 5k. And hence we can say the choices. Look the choices as one as 2i plus j plus 5k. And the second one as 2i minus j plus 5k. And the third one as I plus j plus k. And the fourth one as I minus j plus k. So easily we can say as 2 as the answer. So simple question. Number 5. Before attempting that 5, you should go the video, the rectangular splitting. And here it is given a force 5 Newton acts on a particle along a direction making an angle of 60 degree with the vertical. Its vertical component will be. The choices are the first one as a 10 Newton, second one as a 3 Newton, third one as a 4 Newton, and fourth one as a 2.5 Newton. So how we can solve it? And before coming to the question, see, suppose here with one vector A, that vector makes an angle theta with respect to x-axis, and the end point got the coordinate as xy. We can easily write as A is equal to xi plus yj. But we know this is what is x and this is what is y. If we just take the value of cos theta, that is adjacent side by the magnitude of the hypotenuse vector A vector, so A. So we can write as x is equal to A cos theta. Similarly, if we just take the value of sin theta, we get the value as y by A. And from that you get the value y is equal to A sin theta. So by using this concept, we can write as A, take the value equal to A cos theta I plus A sin theta j. And keep in mind that x is acting along the x-axis and y is along the y-axis. So we can say in this case the horizontal component of the vector A as A cos theta and the vertical component as what? A sin theta. But the case is entirely different if we are with the angle that B subtended, say F subtends an angle theta with respect to vertical. And there also we can split into two components. എപ്പോഴും തീറ്റയോട് ചേർന്നിരിക്കുന്ന ആംഗിൾ അത്രയും കോസ് കമ്പോണൻ്റ് ആയിരിക്കും. ആൻഡ് ഹെൻസ് ദിസ് കമ്പോണൻറ്റ്, ദ വെർട്ടിക്കൽ കമ്പോണൻറ്റ് ബിക്കം ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് എഫ് കോസ് തീറ്റ, ആൻഡ് ദിസ് കമ്പോണൻറ്റ് ബിക്കം, ദ ഹൊറിസോണ്ടൽ കമ്പോണൻറ്റ് ബിക്കം എഫ് സൈൻ തീറ്റ. വളരെ പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട ഒരു കൺസെപ്റ്റാണ്. സോ എപ്പോഴും adjacent component is cos component. That is very important. So while using that concept, we can say, so here the 5 Newton force is acting at an angle 60 degree with the vertical. So theta is 60 and F. And what is the vertical component? So simply the vertical component Fy is what? F cos theta. What is the value for F here? The F is nothing but what? 5 Newton. What is the value of cos 60? The students, please keep in mind that cos 60 take the value as 1 by 2. And hence we get the answer as 2.5 Newton. So you get the answer as 4. Then the sixth question. Find the unit vector in the direction of A, in the direction of the vector A, that A is given as I plus 2j plus 2j minus k, I plus 2j minus k. So we know at first we needed the formula that is represented as A cap is equal to that vector A, that division by modulus of A. What is the modulus of A? The formula is nothing but simple root of x component square plus y component square plus z component square equal to root of what is Ax? Here it is 1 square plus 2 square plus the minus 1 square. So that is equal to root of 1 plus 4 plus 1. That is equal to root 6. So you get the value equal to, that value is I plus, the vector A is I plus 2j minus k, that division by root 6. 1 by root 6 into I plus 2j minus k. So you get the answer as the D choice. D choice as the answer. We can move to the question number 7. A very good question, a previous year question for the entrance exams. വളരെ പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട question ആണ് number 7. So it is given if modulus of a plus b equal to modulus of a minus b, then the angle between A and B is, the choice is 0 degree, 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree. At first, we know the resultant between A and B, the sum. It is so simple. The value is what? Root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. Similarly, we know what is the value of A minus B. It is nothing but again equal to root of A square minus A square plus B square minus 2AB cos theta. It is given their values are equal in this relation. That is modulus of A plus B. You should take the value equal to modulus of A minus B. So that is equal to root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta equal to root of A square plus B square minus 2AB cos theta. On squaring, we get the value as A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta equal to A square plus B square minus 2AB cos theta. So on coming to the one side, so A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta minus A square minus B square plus 2AB cos theta equal to 0. A square cancel, B square cancel. That is 4AB cos theta equal to 0. That is theta equal to 0 will happen when, that is cos theta equal to 0 will happen when theta equal to, yes, 90 degree or pi by 2, when they are mutually perpendicular. So we can say the answer as 4. A good question, keep in mind. Next question, number 8. The vector sum of two forces of 10 Newton and 6 Newton cannot be. The choice is 4 Newton, 8 Newton, 12 Newton, 2 Newton. So two forces, we can say the resultant force, say F. We can write the relation as Fn square plus F2 square plus 2 F1 F2 cos theta. We know the variation that is determined by the value cos theta. But we know the values of cos theta ranges from -1 to +1. So we can say the maximum value will happen when theta equal to 0 degree. That means the equation become root of F1 plus F2, that much square, that is equal to F1 plus F2. And it got the minimum value when the cos theta got the minimum value when theta equal to 180. So that is equal to when theta equal to 180 degree, it got the minimum value. By putting that one, it becomes as a root of f1 square plus f2 square. That cos 180 become minus 1. So minus 2 f1 f2. So that is equal to root of f1 difference f2 the whole square. So equal to f1 minus f2. So we can say the maximum value is f1 plus f2. The minimum value is f1 minus f2. So we can say the very important concept as the resultant between two vectors should lie. The resultant should lie in between the maximum value as say f1 plus f2, their sum, and the minimum value f1 difference f2. So the sum value is what? And here as 10 and 6. So 10 plus 6 is equal to 16 Newton. That is the maximum possible value. And the minimum value as 10 minus 6. So the value become roughly 4 Newton. So all at any value of angle, the resultant should lie in between 16 and 4. So 4, 8, 12 are included. So the 2 Newton is not lies in between 16 and 4. So to the question, the answer is 4. So good question. So keep in mind, a very, very, very good question. Number 9. Question number 9. See here a figure is there. The figure B. Figure C. And this is as A. What is the mathematical interpretation? We know the simple concept what implied by triangle of vector addition. So when two vectors A, say here P and Q are in one order, the resultant is nothing but equal to R. So R can be written as capital R is equal to P plus Q. So we should know one factor, which are the vectors are in one order. By looking into the figure, we can say B and C are in one order. So the resultant is what? A. And hence we can write as vector A take the value as the vector B plus Z. So vector A equal to B plus vector A equal to B plus Z, and hence we can code the answer as the B choice. And here the choices are one vector A plus vector B equal to C, and the second choice as B plus C that got the value as A, and the third choice as what? C plus A equal to B, and the fourth choice as what? Vector A plus vector B plus vector C is equal to 0. And the 10th, so here the answer is nothing but vector A equal to, so 2 is the answer. Second choice. Number 10th question. The unit vector parallel to the resultant of the vectors vector A equal to 4i plus 3j plus 6k, and vector B equal to minus I plus 3j minus 8k. We need to find what is the unit vector parallel to the resultant. Say the resultant is C. C is what? Vector A plus vector B. So we need to add them. At first one, the I components together. So you get the value as 3i. The y components together. We get the answer as what? 3 plus 3 as 6j. And then we have to add 6 minus 8. You get the value as minus 2k. So that is the resultant. Our aim is to find the unit vector parallel to C. So parallel means the same direction. So C cap we need to find. C cap, how we can find that vector C division by modulus of C. So vector C is okay. Then our aim is to find what is the modulus of that one. So its x value, that is a 3 square plus 6 square plus minus 2 square equal to root of 3 square as 9 plus 36 plus minus 2 square as 4. So you get the value as root 49, that is equal to 7. So by using that one, you get the value as 1 by 7 into 3i plus 6j minus 2k. So we can code the answer as the choices here as A as 1 by 7, 3i plus 6j minus 2k minus 2k, and the B choice is 1 by 7, 3i plus 6j plus 2k, and C 1 by 49, 3i plus 6j minus 2k, and D choice 1 by 49, 3i minus 6j plus 2k. So by evaluating, you get the answer as A. So simple concept. So if you have any doubt, you can ask to me. So God bless you. Take care.